So speaking of video and doing videos, do you have any kind of like a buyer series or seller series of videos that you send to clients?
Yes, I try to look at it when we do like some form of lead generation campaign. So like right now, we've partnered with an investor in our local market to do cash offers. But one thing we're doing with those is when I get a lead that comes through that cash offer pipeline, I've made a video that clearly outlines like, hey, a cash offer is going to be less than market value. And it might not be for everybody. There are some people that it works well for, but I've made a video that outlines that. So I can send that to them. And the other big thing with that is you're promoting relevance in your lead generation nurture process. The more relevant you can be to what those people clicked on or signed up for, the more relevant you are in that nurture process is going to increase your conversion rate. So basically, anytime that we have a new lead generation campaign that we kick off, we will make sure that we have some type of video to send people. A lot of times we're running just homes for sale in our certain market for pay-per-click. And for those, we send market updates because it's relevant to them. Like they clicked on that city. And how that works out in real life is the very first phone call when we get a pay-per-click ad, it's a real quick, hey, you just signed up on our website. Thank you very much. I actually made a market update that's hyper local to you. Can I send it to you? And it does a couple things. First of all, you verify that it's a good number because they picked up the phone. Second of all, if you tell them I'm going to send that as a direct text message to you, you figure out, is that a cell phone or a landline? And if they say, oh, this is a landline, oh, no problem. Can I get your cell number? I'll send that text message to your cell. The other thing you do is you've built in a follow-up for about 7 to 10 days down the road. And so our first contact with pay-per-click leads, we don't qualify them. And that's another thing I think all too often we try to qualify too quickly with pay-per-click leads. Statistically speaking, these people are so far down the road, you don't need to qualify them right there. Just get something of value in their hands. Before I hang up the call, I will always end with, unless you have anything else for me. And that's kind of like the fail safe, because sometimes we will get people that come in through a pay-per-click campaign, but they see one of our listings and like they want a showing. That's kind of the fail safe, because they're going to tell you if they're a hot lead, actually, I saw your listing, I want a showing on it. Okay, great. Now we're going to go into the qualification steps and that type of stuff. But most of the time, these people are lukewarm leads. So we just send them a market update. We say, hey, unless you have anything else for me, I'm going to let you go. And we let them just hang up the phone. And then we call them 7 to 10 days later and say, hey, we talked a week ago. Just want to know if you had any questions about that market update I sent you. And most of the time, that second call, they're a little warmer, but they're still like, eh. And then for our third call, a week before we make the third call, we'll send them another either market update or something of value, like for that area that they signed up for. And then we'll call them a week later. And normally by that third call, they're like, okay, this guy doesn't just want to sell me something because we've provided them enough value. That's when you can start having like legitimate, deep conversations. Normally at that point, they'll be very open with you because they're like, oh, you're not just trying to sell me something.